Most people set up a pop-up, slap it on every page, and they'll call it a lead generation strategy. And then they wonder why conversions are low and visitors seem annoyed. So here's the thing, the form probably isn't the problem, it's when you're showing it. A cold visitor who just landed from a Facebook ad, an engaged reader who's been scrolling through your article for 4 minutes, and someone who's 2 seconds away from closing the tab. Those are 3 completely different people in 3 completely different headspaces. And right now, most sites respond to all 3 moments with exactly the same form. That's not a form problem, that's a timing problem. So in this video, I want to walk you through 3 form types in Thrive Leads, and more importantly, the exact moment where each one belongs. So this isn't about which form looks the best or has the most fields, it's about mapping your forms to where your visitor actually is in their session. By the end, your site isn't just running forms, it's running forms that feel relevant, because they are. The moment someone lands on your page from a Facebook ads, a guest post or a YouTube video description, that's the highest intent moment they'll ever have. They just clicked and they're curious. And for the next few seconds, you have their undivided attention before the rest of your page competes for it. The scroll mat is built for exactly this moment. Unlike a pop-up, it doesn't appear over your content. It physically pushes your entire content below the fold on load, taking up a full screen. It demands attention without being aggressive, because the visitor can simply scroll past it the instant they decide to do it. There is no close button hunting, no X buried somewhere in a corner. Just read it or scroll down, or don't. And here's an important part you can't miss. Thrive Leads lets you trigger scroll mat only to visitors arriving from a specific traffic source. So the person who clicked your Facebook ad about a free checklist sees the form offering that exact checklist. Not a generic newsletter sign-up, but the same thing they were already thinking about when they clicked. When someone clicks on an ad about email list building strategies and lands on a page immediately offering a free email list building template, something clicks for them. The experience feels intentional, curated even. They're not just a visitor, they feel like the right visitor at the right place. And that kind of specificity doesn't just lift conversion on the scroll mat itself. It builds trust that carries through every other touchpoint on your site. So generic lead magnets get ignored, relevant ones get saved, shared and even remembered. There is a meaningful difference between someone who just landed on your page and someone who's 70% of the way through reading it. The second person is telling you something. They're engaged, they're invested, and they've proved it through their behavior. They didn't bounce, they didn't skim to the button, they read. So most opt-in forms treat both of these people identically. And that's where the real disconnect happens, and why a form that interrupts the wrong person at the wrong moment feels intrusive, even if the offer is genuinely valuable. The slide-in in Thrive Leads is triggered by scroll depth. You set it to fire at 65 or 70%, and you're only showing it to people who've demonstrated real interest, not just everyone who opened the tab and got distracted. What you put inside the slide-in matters just as much as when it appears. Because you know exactly where in your article the visitor is reading, you can offer something specifically tied to that section. If your article walks through strategy in the first half and transitions to hands-on implementation in the second half, trigger your slide-ins right at the transition points and offer the implementation checklist. That's the exact moment they're about to need it. And here's one more thing worth thinking about. Your scroll depth trigger, it doesn't need to be identical across every piece of content. A 2000 word tutorial and a 600 page opinion piece, they aren't the same experience. On longer, denser pieces, a 70% trigger makes sense. The person at 70% has really read something. On a shorter post, you might pull that trigger back to 55 or 60%. The goal is catching people at the moment of peak investment. And that moment shifts based on how much content there is to invest in. For me, that's not interruption, that's assistance. Showing up at the exact second someone realizes they need it. Someone is about to close your tab. The standard playbook says, hit them with a last minute offer. Throw a discount or a freebie at them and hope something sticks before they go. But there's a smarter way to use that moment. One most people don't consider. Exit intent in Thrive Leads detects the cursor movements towards the browser bar and then fires one final form, right before they're about to bounce. And instead of a desperate pitch, you ask one question. What held you back today? And 3 multiple choice options. 10 seconds of their time. Suddenly you know whether your pricing page is losing people because of cost, confusion, or just bad timing. You know whether your product page isn't answering the right objection, and you know what to test next. And here's what makes this genuinely powerful. You're not just getting data on that one visitor, you're getting data that improves every future visit. When the answers start clustering, say 60% are leaving because your pricing feels unclear, you can then fix your pricing page. And 3 weeks later, conversions are higher across every form on your site, not just the exit one. One visitor lost becomes the insight that improves thousands of future sessions. There's also a second approach worth knowing about. If someone is abandoning a high commitment page, say a pricing page, a sale page, a course sign-up, you don't always need to try to close them immediately. Sometimes the smarter move is to redirect them down the value ladder. You can show them a free community, a no-cost resource, or a low-commitment starting point. You're not losing the sale, but you're keeping the relationship alive at the level they're comfortable with today, with a path back to the offer when they're ready. Data over desperation, every single time. So here's the mental model to take away from all of this. Your website isn't just a page with a form on it. It's a sequence of moments. The arrival moment, the engagement moment, the leaving moment. Each one has different emotional context, different level of trust, and a different reason to say yes or no. When you put one form in front of all three moments, you're optimizing for the average. And the average doesn't exist. No real visitor is simultaneously cold, engaged, and leaving. Set up a form for each moment. Put the right one in the right place, and lead generation will stop feeling like a net you throw at everyone, and will start feeling like a series of conversations that are actually relevant to the people having them. There's a link to Thrive Leads in the description, and if you want to go a little deeper on Thrive Leads and all it features, I've got a playlist linked above. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Drop a like or subscribe if you did, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye bye.